It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills on Thursday night.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Greg, love this matchup. We got a couple of defensive-minded teams in this one. They love to press the quarterback. They press those wide receivers on the corners. Man, points are going to be tough to come by in this one.
And as good as the defenses think they're going to be entering today's game, Mike, I think it really flips the pressure on the opposing offenses. Make the most of your opportunities. Each possession matters. Don't turn the ball over. Don't be afraid to punt it back and play a little field position. The game within the game, I think, is a critical factor for ultimately who finds himself victorious at the end of this matchup.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Tight end going in motion here. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Cornerbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up in run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Davis now to return it. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Bills' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On play action, Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Play action. It's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing again. It's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Allen to the air. He's got that complete to Knox. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Allen gonna throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. But from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. One more time going up top with Allen. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. Here's Allen to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Hey, you just don't like him. I didn't feel overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's just Hill up. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back, and it's a little frustrating. If he could just one guy, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This is taken at the 25. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Slot man in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
They send the tight end in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. To the air one more time with Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Again, it's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens go out to a 10-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Allen. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Ravens out front. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Matt Milano there to stop him. Second and 7. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. This is Henry. He will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Cook trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now Allen on 1st down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Allen will throw. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They'll go play action here with Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Now a designed run. It's Allen. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Putting the tight end in motion. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. James Cook, touchdown Bills. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Flowers. Second down, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Now, faking the give. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Rush. Now a screen set up for Henry.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Allen to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Tight end motioning left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. In middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing again, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
That's into the hands of Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. A first down throw for Jennings. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They don't want a repeat of 1st down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On play action, Allen. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
On 2nd down, here is Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They're going to go right back to Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Hopkins sent in motion. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Hopkins sent in motion. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Jackson now. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Here's Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Tight end going in motion here. Once again, it's Cook. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
The Bills bringing on the punt team as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. Play action now. Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll motion over Flowers. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. In motion, Shakir. Bills first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Here's Cook. Marked down at the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Allen will throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. pass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills will go up by 7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Run play. This is Hill. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 35.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Now, flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. Bateman is the motion man. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to run it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Again, it'll be Henry. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep them contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down, Jackson. Look wide, get this one complete.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think a little bit more trust in his protection. I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one angles out of bounds and the mark inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. Allen on 3rd down. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these 3rd down pieces to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points, that'll generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Now Allen on 1st down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score. Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
One more time with Cook. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. Allen to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down to the tight end Likely. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Hill out of the backfield.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Johnson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. To throw is Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Third down and 9. Victory formation here. as he's down to a knee. Goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.